Welcome to 1804 Live, the only news station with coverage on all French events.
With your hosts, Nicole and Ian, we are on to talk about the important events that occurred during the French Revolution, starting with the tennis court oath.
Members of the Third Estate formed the National Constituent Assembly, went to the old tennis court, and vowed they would write the Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen.
The Declaration of the Rights of Man and Citizen was like the American Bill of Rights. It contained a set of rules that the Third Estate created so that they would be more involved in the community and have more representation in the government, because currently they are suffering from poverty.
Now to Pierre, who is consulting with a representative from the Third Estate. Pierre?
Thank you, Nicole and Ian. Pierre here, interviewing a representative from the Third Estate about the tennis court oath. The tennis court oath was signed in 1789 by the members of the National Constituent Assembly. Now, what is your name?
My name is Louis.
How are you, Louis? I'm Pierre. So, don't you think it's a bit ironic, considering that your name is Louis, but you're part of the Third Estate and you hate him?
My parents named me after him. He was supposed to be a hero. Instead, he became an incompetent ruler that broke the camel's back.
Okay, so then this oath was created, am I wrong?
Oui.
Why?
In the meetings of the Estate General, one representative is present from each estate. Although 98% of all citizens make up the Third Estate, we only get one representative. We hardly have a say in the government. We get taxed too much and we are starving every day. It's unfair.
So, did you think that by signing this oath, you would make certain that you could make the revolution a success, and that the Declaration of the Rights of Man would be signed and written either way?
Of course, in an unfair government, liberty, equality, and fraternity will always succeed.
Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you for your time, Louis. I appreciate it. Nicole and Ian, the floor is yours.
Up next, we have information pertaining to an event which occurred shortly after, the storming of the Bastille, an event which symbolized the king's power.
The peasants raided the prison, and it showed the people in power, as opposed to some imbecile of a ruler.
We now go to Pierre with our king, Louis XVI.
Hello, good sir.
Bonjour.
What is your name?
I'm Louis XVI.
Boo!
Excusez-moi.
Hey, it's okay. There's no need to get your croissants in a knot, okay? I just wanted to ask the poor king a question.
Whatever.
Okay. So, why do you think the people of France rebelled against you? Didn't you think you were a good king?
Those brats, they were sick of my failing policies. I was trying to help out another developing country at the time. They said that they were sick of being hungry all the time and being poor. How is it my fault if they weren't born rich? They're just trying to take my power away from me.
Well, I mean, don't you think you could have treated them nicer? Like, given them fair taxation representation? And what did they even gain from you? They had to have a reason to have rebelled. They had to have gained something.
Even I know that the Bastille was a prison that symbolized my power. If they had captured Bastille, it would show the world that I am no longer in control of France. Also, even the peasants had guns, but no gunpowder. Bastille had lots of it.
But I still don't
Have anything relevant to say anyways.
Well, unfortunately, that's all we have with this nice young man today, folks. Now back to you, Napoleon Ian.
Good riddance.
Share his views with us.
King Louis was executed by the guillotine on January 21st, 1793. This was a public execution which took place at the Revolution Square and was a turning point during the revolution.
Robbie, what do you have in store for us?
Thanks, Nicole and Ian. Now, Madame Antoinette, what do you have to say about your husband's execution?
First of all, I'd like to say hello to you. It's a great thing to say hi before you begin. Anyways, Louis and I, we did nothing wrong, okay? We tried our best to serve our country, and Louis tried to raise the taxes to get rid of the debt, but it didn't work. And I understand we spent a lot of money, but running a country doesn't mean we have to sacrifice our own happiness, okay? That just doesn't happen like that.
Could have made taxation more equal.
No, but then the first and second estate wouldn't have allowed us. Louis couldn't do anything about that.
Well, he still died, so obviously.
You were doomed to fail.
Security!
No, please, I didn't do anything wrong. No, please, no.
Okay, well, there you have it, folks. The last words of King Louis XVI's late wife. Now back to you guys, Nicole and Ian.
Thanks. The man who actually killed Louis was Maximilien de Robespierre.
The man who engineered the Reign of Terror, the man who executed many by the guillotine, and ironically, was executed himself by the same contraption.
This is an interview that has never been seen before by outside eyes. A brief interview with the one and only Robespierre in 1788.
Well, hello. I'm here with Robespierre, and really there have been many controversies surrounding this historical figure. I was just wondering what was going through your head when you wanted to start a rebellion?
Well, you see, Louis XVI was an awful ruler. Everyone hated him. He taxed the third estate too much, and just treated them very poorly. So I felt that the third estate should have even more power. But those Frenchmen,
Yeah, I see your point, but you could have done it in a less violent way.
there was no other option. The third estate had no power. The first and second estate took all of it and kept it to themselves. The third estate needed the power. I was the one that gave it to them.
Do you really believe that King Louis and Marie Antoinette were to blame for all of that?
Yes, they had all the power in the world. This exclusive footage was taken before Robespierre was, ironically, killed by the guillotine.
Sorry for the interruption, folks, but we have some breaking news. As of today, March 21st, a new set of laws has been enforced, the Napoleonic Code. What's this about? According to the code, all men are equal in the eyes of the law. All men are equal in taxation. It also says that...
Bonjour! Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to present the ingenious set of codes that I call the Napoleonic Code.
Real creative guy we have here.
Sir...
This new set of laws lays the basis of freedom amongst all. It also emphasizes equality in law, taxation, birth, and religion. Ah, the Jews. They may be accepted into society. Oh, the glory that France will receive.
Hey, Napoleon, there's a real famous sculpture outside.
Sorry about that. Lastly on the series, one more segment about the Reign of Terror.
The Reign of Terror was a series of violent events that occurred after the Revolution, and that lasted between September of 1793 and until the execution of Robespierre in 1794. The purpose of this was to cleanse France from foreign enemies and counter-revolutionaries.
Some events which occur include the imprisonment and execution of Louis XVI, the end of the constitutional monarchy, and the development of the Tribunal and Committee of Public Safety. Welcome back. This concludes our series on post-revolutionary France.
As demonstrated with Louis XVI, who provoked unrest and was hugely in favor of the guillotine, with Robespierre, who excessively arrested and guillotined people, and with Napoleon, who started many irrelevant wars and cost millions of lives, violence does not justify a goal, regardless of the nobility.
Throughout the Revolution, the revolts, the mass killings, and the wars, innocent lives were decimated that could have been prevented with a simple resolution.
These revolution and unprecedented events led to important decisions in the future, such as the Bill of Rights and the Declaration of the Rights of Man.
Those documents contain similar rights, such as the freedom of speech and the right to liberty and security.
Though some beneficial factors resulted, the damage that affected millions of people was inexplicable and unjustified.